you just kind of lose your belief, and it happens. And that's what's happened right now with our team the last few days. I think we've just lost the spirit, the confidence that has to carry you, against talented teams night in and night out.
Some of your roughest nights this season have been kind of like blown leads, but are these two nights is this a more concerning, thing to happen?
Of course, yeah. We weren't competitive these last two games, and that one of the coaches on the way down said we're the quietest team ever, and I think without Draymond and Chris, it's really exposed. Just there's not much chatter defensively. We do have a very quiet group of guys, with this particular team that's out there now, and we probably need a pick me up. We need Draymond. We need Chris. We need guys who can kind of rally the troops right now. And it's when you're going through it like this, there's only one way out, and that's to fight together, to compete together. And somehow we got to get stops. I mean, we gave up 141 points. They scored at will, and we have to be able to get stops to be competitive.
Steve, I know when you guys came back from Denver on Christmas, you guys kind of looked forward to this homestand as a chance to kind of come together. Now that it's over, what do you make of what happened over the course of these last 7 games?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously failed in our desire to build some momentum during this stretch. We lost 6 of 8. Obviously, the Denver game was a gut punch. That's the one we felt like we had, and they snatched it, and I think that really with the injury to Chris, it seems to have just kind of sapped us a little bit of confidence and direction. We just seem out of sync, at both ends right now.
Coach, in the past you've talked about in some of these situations and tough games, going back and going through them, watching them. What can you take away from this game following Sunday, and will you go back and watch it with the
Oh, yeah, I mean, definitely going to watch it. But we head to Chicago tomorrow. We got a back-to-back. So, I mean, this is the NBA. There's not much time to, to sort of get yourself together and reconnect, refocus, all that. I mean, there's a game instantly, and so we have no choice. We got to get better quickly, and we got to be more competitive and more connected, and we got a big job ahead for sure.
Podziemski's been playing well for a rookie. He dropped into this. What do you think's happened kind of last couple of games? Is it just size? Maybe some bigger wings getting to him? What I think was minus 31 tonight. What do you see happening with him?
Well, it could be a little bit of the rookie wall. This is the time where you've played a lot of games, and the calendar turns, and you still have 50 games left, whatever it is. He may be a little tired, but last couple of games he hasn't knocked down a shot, which sometimes when the shot goes, it looks worse than it is. But I do think his defense hasn't been as good these last couple games. Could be size, like I said, could be rookie wall, but he'll bounce back. I believe in Brandon.
You mentioned you think the team has kind of, in a sense, lost some of its confidence, which, points to not just solely being a basketball thing. Do you think, a road trip where you guys are, a little together more and away from some of the noise here at Chase Center, do you think that can be helpful?
I hope so. That's we got our next 4 on the road, so we got to get it together.
After the Denver loss on this homestand, Steph said, we're not losing hope, right? We're not losing hope yet, but where is the line between loss and confidence right now and losing hope?
Well, look, we're in the middle of the season. There's a long way to go, and so this is all kind of part of it. When you're struggling as a team in the middle of an NBA season, you can't lose hope. So you have to fight your way out of it, and that's all there is to it. I mean, we can talk about it in a million different ways, but we just got hammered back-to-back games at home. We got to get better in a hurry.
You mentioned a little while ago that this is why you kept the starting lineup. You gave them so many chances from last season because who knows what happens if you start changing. Obviously, there were reasons to do it, but do you feel that's kind of been the thing that's kind of shaken this team, not, just kind of broken down some of the things that held this team together?
Well, I mean, we went away from that lineup for a reason. We were struggling, and we weren't clicking with that lineup. But the result has been we're scattered. We're all over the place with lineups. We're trying to find different combinations, and whereas a lot of teams like New Orleans are really rounding into form. They know exactly who they are. We're scattered, and and that's you can point to a number of reasons why, and none of them matter. The only thing that matters is we are scattered, and we've got to find some continuity and find some lineups and find some fight.
When you talk about silence on the court without Draymond or Chris, do you look to Steph to encourage him to kind of pick up that role, since guys look to him to always close out the games? We
look to Steph for everything, and it's we can't expect him to all of a sudden be a huge voice. I mean, that's just everybody is who they are, and so he's naturally a quiet person. He's incredibly competitive.